next we'll go into just this new take thing we're gonna try. We call it UNC Talk. So I'll let Tim share a little bit about it.
Yeah. Excuse me. So I figured, as Unk Talk, you and I, John, both, fathers to kiddos. We're in our 30s now. Yeah, I think we're just, we're getting to our Unk days. And, at times I find myself going and venturing onto Urban Dictionary to figure out what the hell that means. And, that's kind of what this is what the hell does that mean? So, we kind of have this like set of it looks about I had my wife make this list for us, and we're going to try to work our way through what we think some of these things mean. I have a decent understanding at maybe a couple of them based off of previous conversations,
Hmm.
but figure this would be a fun activity to stay
Yeah.
relevant with younger generations. So
Okay.
first one. Some of these have to do with streamers. Clavicular is one that, he's become very, I don't know if you've heard of him.
Hmm.
He's just become, quite the figure. And
Yeah.
I guess, he's come under some scrutiny with this first term, frame mogged. Don't know if you've heard this one.
Frame mod
Frame mogged. Two
mogged.
G's.
Frame
Mogged.
frame mogged. All right. I'm gonna frame and then
Yep.
mogged. I have no idea what mogged is, honestly. I'm blanking right now. I'm thinking they're talking about someone with glasses just because of the word frame is my guess.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
no. It's a good guess. And then, did you want to take a stab at Mogged?
um, I think it's just look. It must be like based off looks or something. Just mog look like moshy, green look like nature type thing. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think you're on the right track there. I don't have definitions for these. We can look them up as we go as well. But frame mogged, I do have what I believe it is
Uh-huh.
the frame. So a person's stature,
Okay.
and so mogging though. And mogging will be another term. So I guess we
Yeah.
can kind of combine these two.
Uh,
So mogging is, I believe, the breakdown of somebody's biological look
okay.
and
Yeah.
basically what makes them up as a human. Somebody with maybe a built stature, a good frame,
Yeah.
pronounced shoulders, strong, I don't know, maybe pronounced facial features, I believe is what mogged is. And then you kind of equate that. And
Yeah. Okay.
frame, I believe, is what Kulvictor ran into is he was straight up frame mogged. And destroyed by an ASU frat leader. And dude was just ripped. Great workout plan for the young buck. But he was in the back of the video of clavicular and was just the stature difference was hilarious because he takes it so serious and was kind of put down by that. I'm not an avid watcher of clavicular, but of course on
No,
social media, like anybody else, I
he
see
pops
his
up.
stuff. He
It pops
pops up.
up. Yeah,
Um,
it makes
yeah,
sense. I can see it now. The frame, your body frame, and then Mog. I looked it up. Slang for outpower, dominant visually.
okay.
So it's sort of body structure. So it's yeah. The way I think of it, I'm looking in sports. Almost like Shaq and Nate Robinson.
Good
Shaq
one.
frame mogged, Nate. Aaron Donald probably frame mogs everybody in the NFL because probably
Makes
people
sense.
don't think he's that big, but that dude's a beast. Um, but
I would
yeah.
say Aaron Judge, Frame Moggs, Bartolo Colon.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a good one too.
Yeah, love Bartolo Colon. He
Oh
just
yeah.
anybody can do it.
Oh.
Just great guy. Um, Next one,
Oh,
vantage points. I feel like we
yeah.
know this from nature. You want to go find a good vantage point to I don't know, just be on the lookout.
I'm gonna do it like a spelling bee. Can I use it in a sentence? Can I get it in a
Yeah.
sentence, please?
Country of origin.
What stream did this come from?
Yeah, exactly.
Vantage point. I'm thinking it's just like a location, like we had a great vantage point, like a great seat. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna reiterate that one. I agree. I think it's got to do something with maybe it's when you're taking a video or a selfie, the
Hmm.
vantage point of the direction of where you're taking that photo or video. You have to
Hmm.
have a good vantage point to make yourself look great. I'm
Okay.
sure we've all pulled up our phone and it's on
Yeah.
selfie mode and we're like, oh,
Okay.
what the fuck? Not a good vantage point. Maybe you need
Uh,
to raise the phone a bit and,
uh.
not capture my double chin. Um, Things are a bit better. But I will look that one up as we are here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Vantage point. And let's see. I'm on Urban Dictionary, see if it gives me any details here. Uh Nope, not seeing it. Don't even know if Urban Dictionary has it. I'm going to stick with that one. Correct
Yeah.
us if we're wrong. Um, Next one, look maxing.
Look, maxing.
Yeah,
The
look maxing.
what the heck are these kids coming up with nowadays?
This is so great.
I'm thinking this is someone that just buys expensive clothes and is trying to look like their max, so buying knockoff stuff.
Yeah, I think so, right? Now I've had it where Jen has taken a photo of me, uploaded it to ChatGPT, and asked my age and what might make me look a bit younger or,
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit more spruced up. I think I was wearing like a black hoodie that day and a hat. Said, they said like darker clothing can kind of make you look older or something like that. And I'm like, I'll stick with my black attire
Yeah.
usually. Feel like it looks slimming for dad bod season. Um, I have a feeling look maxing is like you said, just looking your fullest potential
Uh-huh.
by, I don't know, from the hair to the clothing you're wearing, is my guess.
Yeah.
Look maxing. Maximize your looks.
That's my guess, yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, and again, audience, correct us if we're wrong. Love to hear it. Um, yeah, okay, yeah, here we go. It says mewing. Mewing, isn't that the face where like you suck in your cheeks a bit or like your lower chin? Try to do the duck face. And just yeah, it says something about Riz in here. God, I'm so old. Like it's so hard to keep up with this stuff. Next, subhuman. Is that just somebody that you think looks not their best that day? And like,
Uh-huh.
like it sounds like bullying. Like that's a bullying term.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
no,
sounds like a,
subhuman here.
a robot to me, subhuman.
Oh yeah, that could be it. Looking a bit robotic that day.
Maybe a bit robotic. Maybe someone that just follows the rules, because they're just like,
Oh
some like I don't know. They're not unique, so it's just like almost that somewhat human but also a robot rule follower or something like that is my guess.
yeah. Oh, you got your regular human beings. This is from Urban Dictionary. Some may annoy you, and you're indifferent about most. So basically, maybe you're going against like the norm.
Okay.
So like you're a little different, like you have different opinions. I don't
Yeah.
know. Um, we'll leave it here. I got one more. Um, Bone smashing. I think I have a good idea on this one, but bone smashing.
Bone smashing?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a hard. I don't think it's like smashing bones, like actual bones. I,
Yeah.
I, it's where I would sort of go first. Um, that's a hard one. Bone smashing. I'm gonna go a little inappropriate. So you're just going through your roster. Got a roster of ladies and men and just bone smashing. Gonna
That's
say
great.
that.
Yeah.
I might be totally off.
Yeah. No, I like I see where you're going with it. What I think it might be, because maybe in our generation that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah,
It really does. It depends. Some of these I feel like you can depict based off of generations, but what I
yeah.
think this one might be is in relation to the look maxing
Hmm.
is the bone smashing is like I think like you like try to like almost break your bones to get them more pronounced.
You
Like
serious?
I think it's the fact of breaking down your bone for it to regenerate bigger. Like if you want your upper cheeks to look more pronounced,
Oh, okay.
you hit them and then like kind of like boxers. Like, you get like punched a whole bunch, but then
Oh,
like, it comes back and your skin is more durable.
oh, okay.
Maybe even like I've seen videos of, people are like, oh yeah, you gotta like start punching a brick wall a few times a day and then your knuckles are gonna get really strong.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like that.
Okay.
I think.
First of all, who's crazy enough to do that? Their surgery makes it a lot easier than breaking your face to do
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
But that makes I wouldn't have expected it to be that, but now it makes total sense because these kids nowadays are crazy.
Yep.
And like I say, it does make sense. If you break a bone and you just let it heal naturally, it develops a little differently. It can be bigger. Yeah, yeah, I guess.
Can you help your buddy out with this one? Like just take turns punching each other in the face
Yeah,
and be like, yeah, dude, right here this time.
it's almost like UFC fighter boxers with the cauliflower ear. They get hit a
Oh
lot
yeah.
in the ear, so it just expands and eventually got to either get it surgically fixed or get blood out, or it just stays that way. So,
Yep.
okay,
Yeah, absolutely.
makes crazy.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you've seen I know that in the that rom-com. I keep forgetting the name of that freaking film. That I saw with it was part of my little movie thing that we did. The surgery with the legs. It
Oh,
was
the
Pedro Pascal,
materialist.
Materialist. Pedro Pascal's character did this surgery where I don't know if you've seen the show on people that are, might feel too short, that they break their legs and then put these extensions
Mhm.
within their legs to increase their height.
Their height.
And I've seen this guy on TikTok. I don't know his name. Um, and he went from like 5'9", and I think he's 6'4" now. He's had the
God,
surgery like three
damn.
times. Um, he, he has like it's a struggle to walk. Like it's like you got to kind of weigh it out, I feel like a lot
Uh,
because I it's probably a very new surgery if I
mhm.
were to guess. And then you got to think about proportions as well. It's like, somebody who's, a little bit shorter will have a smaller shoe size comparative to somebody who's a little bit taller will
Yeah,
have a bigger shoe size. But you're not breaking your feet to make those bigger. So it's
yeah,
like, you know, some humans are at the height that they're made to be, and that's it.
yeah,
But yeah, just
yeah.
talk about modern medicine.
Eh,
You know,
if you need to go from 5'9" to 6'4", something's wrong up there because I'm 5'5". I'm never gonna try to grow again and try to do that. I don't care.
yep.
I don't mind being a short king. Consider short people making fun of me for my height. That's insane. Because like I say, the confidence you have to need to grow, uh, your self-esteem work on that because that's what you need to do. So kids, don't
Oh,
don't
for
be doing
sure.
doing that. Work on your mental health. It'll make you feel a lot taller and a lot bigger.
There you go. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Everybody's God's gift. Love
Yeah.
yourself, and I think you'll make it through. But yeah, no, that's just on the topic
Yeah,
of bone smashing. I think I don't
that's
know if that
crazy.
has any relation to it. It is crazy. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the list for
Okay.
now. We could probably continue on with more of these in the future. Figure we can
Yeah.
do this time to time. Fun little activity, Unk Talk. We're trying to keep up with younger generations
Yeah.
with vocabulary.
Yeah. See what they're talking about every now and then. But yeah, no, that's a good one. Uh, just
Probably
to
so
end
far
off,
off.
yeah, probably really far off. Probably not going to be our most popular segment of the show,
Yeah,
but it's okay.
right, exactly.